of Noggin.com.
Back when I lived on a pickle job, I used to hate it when they put the pickles on sale. It kind of made me feel cheap and unloved, you know. But here on the Phred on Your Head show, I never feel that way. Because I know you love me. From your letters and your emails and your... Phred! I can never have a moment around here. Oh, well, Posty Head, here I come. Excuse me, do you happen to know where I can find Anthony?
Yes.
Where? Where?
Here.
Right here?
Yep.
But there's no one here except you and me.
Exactly. I'm Anthony, Phred.
I knew that. Anyway, now that I found you, I'm going to rejoice by singing your very own personal theme song. Now, Anthony, what's the magic word?
Please.
In some circles, but with me, it's fried chicken.
Fried chicken?
You heard him, girls. Hit it. Anthony.
This is
Anthony's
very own personal theme song.
On the Phred on Your Head show.
That's Phred with a PH.
Now that your noggin's turned to noggin, let's get noggin along.
On the Phred on Your Head show.
That show with an SH.
With
Anthony
as your host, we'll show your favorite shows
And hear about what you know.
and play pickles to Pluto.
And check out what's online.
Hey, that last line didn't rhyme.
But we mentioned online. Noggin.com. So we get a lot of stuff for you to put on the show.
Hello?
So let's end this song before it gets too long.
Too late. Anthony.
He's our host with the most, as you know.
And now, without further ado, coming to you directly from
Anthony's
forehead.
It's the Phred
with a PH.
on Your Head show.
That's cool, Phred. Thanks.
No biggie. Now, let's get you pickled, huh?
You're gonna pickle me?
You betcha. It's the only way into the dot.
Okay. Will it mess up my hair?
It hasn't messed up my hair yet.
But Phred, you're bald!
Good point. See? Not a hair out of place, huh?
Cool. Now what I do?
Well, you're the host, Anthony. You run the show today. You get to do whatever you want to do.
I can get used to this. The first thing I want to do is see a Noggimation.
Then a Noggimation it is. Roll it.
Please.
Thank you.
Energy this, not this.
Here comes Dirk Niblick of the Man Brigade. He'll look you right in the eye. He's always pleasant,
never dismayed. He's seldom flustered,
rarely afraid. I'll show you numbers that should be displayed. He's a hero and what a guy. Here's Dirk. Oh, there you are, you little math thieves. Caught you, didn't I? Good. You're just in time for another exciting math-isode of Dirk Niblick and the Math Brigade. Complete stories done in limited animation. Today's exasperating episode, entitled Do Not Fold Spindle or Tape, begins with our hero working on a mathematical supposition.
Aha! My proof proves to be the proof of the pudding as far as Fermat's last theorem is concerned. I have proved that it was definitely Fermat's last theorem.
A phone call. It could be from the President of the United States. It could be an ex-governor of Arizona trying to sell Dirk a used car.
Hello, Dirk Niblick of the Math Brigade.
Or it could be his mother.
Hello, Mommy dearest. I haven't heard from you in nearly 8 minutes. What's that? You say you just got back from a baseball game. Oh, I didn't realize you were a fan of our national pastime. You're not. You just like baseball. I see. You say your team won the game 7-0. They whitewashed their opponents, did they? Hung the old horse collar on them, bageled them good, shut them out without a run. What's that? Your team scored 7 runs without a single player touching home plate? Mother, that's well-nigh impossible. No. Of course I'm not calling you a liar, mother of me, but it's hard to believe a baseball team could score 7 runs without a single player touching home plate. Just a moment, Mommy dearest. There's a tapping at my chamber door. What's that you're muttering, Mutter? 'Tis some visitor rapping at my chamber door, only this and nothing more. Well, you're probably right, but I'd best answer it.
Hello, Dirk. Remember me? I'm Roy Tire Damage. Where was you?
I was right here.
We were roommates in college.
Of course, Roy Wrong Way Tire Damage, star athlete at our college, Where Was University.
That's right. We were the fighting Where Was Yous.
As I recall, you got your nickname when you intercepted a pass in the Rose Bowl, got turned around and backed all the way down the field, scoring a touchdown for our opponents.
Yes, and causing severe thorn damage to my rubber cleats. That's right.
Well, what can I do for you, Wrong Way?
May I come in?
Certainly. Come in, sit down, Wrong Way, and take a load off your cleats.
Thank you. What's that?
Oh, that's my mother.
Gee, she looks just like my telephone.
Oh, I mean, she's on the phone.
You have a very tiny mother.
Mother, I'll have to call you back in a few minutes. Now then, Wrong Way, what can I do for you?
Well, Sir Lieutenant, you were always pretty smart in school, especially in mathematics.
Oh, well...
Don't be modest. You even helped me through a couple of tough classes. Remember?
Oh, I guess, perhaps.
You even showed me how to print my name.
Did I really?
Uh-huh. And on the test, I got 60% of it right.
I'm sure you didn't come here to wool gather, Wrong Way.
No, I didn't. I came because I just bought some blank audio tape cassettes.
Blank cassettes, eh? Don't tell me you came here to listen to them, right?
No, I bought them to record my thoughts, and I think the man who sold them to me cheated me out of my money.
And as the two old college roomies talked, in another part of town, this scene was being played out on the canvas of life.
Let's have the deal once again.
I said, you may buy 3 tapes at 60 minutes each for $3.95, or 2 tapes of 90 minutes each for $2.95.
Very well. I'll have the 2 90-minute tapes.
I wouldn't if I was you, Toots. 360s is a much better deal.
It is?
Would I kid a dowager?
And back in Dirk's HQ, Wrong Way Tire Damage was just concluding his story.
And he kept pressuring me and told me to hurry up, and so I bought the 3 60-minute tapes.
I see. Did you try to buy the 2 90-minute tapes?
Uh-huh. But he said it wasn't a good deal. He told me to buy the 60s.
This was his offer.
Dirk decided to write the problem down to help him think about it more clearly.
3 60-minute tapes for $3.95, 2 90-minute tapes for $2.95.
Yep, that was his offer. 3 60s for $3.95, or 2 90s for $2.95. Don't your ma yell at you for writing on the walls?
Do you see the error in your thinking, Wrong Way?
Yeah, there's plenty of air in my thinking. I got a whole head full of it.
So, boys and girls, and any puppies or kittens that may be viewing, Dirk thinks he has found the answer to this problem. Have you spotted it? What is wrong with this proposition? Puzzle it out. Use your noodles. We'll be back in a cliché.
Hi, I'm Anthony, today's host, and I would like to talk about my little sister Samantha. She's 18 months old, she likes gelatin, and she likes it so much that we used it to make her walk. And when she started walking, we just laid the Jell-O down, and she walked to it to get a bite. And she always calls my name because she needs help or something. She's very smart, and she's cute. Hi, Samantha. I picked this show just for you.
Check this out.
Noggin presents... Out, out, out.
Oh,
You're
mine. This film came from the noggin of Brennan Weir.
Food we get in school?
Where did I put that green meat from Tuesday?
Really scary.
Oh, right here in the garbage, just where I left it.
The lunch lady makes the worst food.
Fuzzy cheese, perfect for Friday's special.
Friday's special is the scariest of all. So bad I had to do with it.
So you don't want to eat me? Fine. How's about I eat you?
All of you.
We needed a hero. We needed...
Spoil Man! Wait, what? You mean this?
But he didn't know that Foil Man was super reflective. Forget your shades. Super flexible. And they're super impressionable. I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Thanks a lot.
Oh, that was wonderful. That was great.
Oh, yeah? Well, then you'll love this. Foil Man had it right where he wanted it. Woohoo! Cake's done. Spaghetti, anyone? And so, the Friday special had been foiled by Foil Man! My hero. Excuse me. This short film was made by me, Brennan Weir. This is Aggie and Chris. They came to my school PS6 and talked about heroes and all the kinds of things heroes could be made of. Fortunately, they picked me and my hero, Foil Man, and together we made this film. First, we sat down and came up with a story. We recorded the voices here at the sound studio. I was the narrator voice and Foil Man. Then Chris began to animate Foil Man and the evil monster to the soundtrack. It takes a lot of patience and a lot of foil to get every exact movement just right. This is Dan and Bill. They made all the sound effects. Then we wrote the closing credits, which you're reading right now. And this is my mom, Gloria. Thanks, Mom, for taking me to all those studios. I think we all learned a lot working together, but mostly that kids always have a good imagination. You better believe it.
Out of Your Mind was brought to you from the noggin of Brennan Weir.
Hi, I'm Anthony, and what sparks me is baseball. I like baseball because I get to play all the positions. My favorite position is catcher because I get to throw the ball back to the pitcher. And I like to bat, I like to run, I like to cheer for my team. And I'm really proud of myself because I play baseball and that sparks me. So what sparks you?
I'm exhausted. I was up late last night watching Fried Chickens of the World. This cooking show starring a French lady chef named Julia something. She told me that if
Fred's got mayo.
Oh, I'll tell you the recipe later. Right now, I gotta get my email here. Look, this email's from Doy. He writes, Dear Fred, do you like pickles? Doy, do I ever? I love pickles. All pickles. With warts, without warts. Extra garlic, extra dill, sour, half sour, quarter sour, 3/16 sour, 1/26 sour. Pickles rock!
Of course you'd say that. You're a pickle.
I am not a pickle!
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Big voice. Whew. Anyway, thanks for writing, Doy.
Thanks, Doy.
And all of you out there, keep those emails coming, huh? You know I can't make this show without you.
He's your host.
Hi, I'm Anthony, and I'm doing jumping jacks in the dock. And you're watching the Phred on Your Head show. Come on, stand up and do some jumping jacks.
Noggin.
Oh, look at that, huh?
Pickles to Pluto.
Hi, Mom! Okay, so Pickles to Pluto was a game where you have to connect two things that seem like they have nothing in common in 6 steps or less. It's easy. Check it out.
This Pickles to Pluto came from a noggin login.
Pickles come in jars. Candy comes in jars. Gumballs are candy. Gumballs look like Pluto.
Pickles to Pluto, Pickles to Pluto, Pickles to Pluto, Pickles to Pluto.
That was fantastic with a PH. Maestro, my dot, please. For all those connected people out there, here's what you gotta know. Go to the dot of noggin.com and play Pickles to Pluto. Yeah.
Noggin du jour.
Hi, I'm Anthony. I'm gonna make a funny face. You're watching the Phred on Your Head show.
Noggin.
Wrong way. Let's pay a visit to your tape-selling friend.
Okay, I'll walk with you.
Let's take my car.
As our hero and his friend drove to the site of the tape sale, Wrong Way said,
You know, Lieutenant.
Wrong way, you don't have to call me Lieutenant.
Okay. You know, Sergeant, writing backwards gives one a sense of deja vu.
I'm interested in your audio tapes.
Word of mouth is spreading.
Now, open mouth is spreading.
I'd like to buy 2 90-minute tapes for $2.95.
You'll get a much better deal if you buy 3 tapes. 3 is better than 2.
Not necessarily, and I want to buy 2 90-minute tapes.
Well, the truth is, I'm, out of 90-minute tapes.
Yes, the truth is you never had any 90-minute tapes, did you?
Well, actually...
This is bait-and-switch advertising, and it's unethical.
Perhaps, but it's profitable.
What's bait and switch mean, Corporal?
They use a good deal as the bait to get you interested. And then they switch the deal at the last minute.
That's how it works, all right.
3 60-minute tapes give you a total of 180 minutes of recording time. That's the same amount you get from 2 90-minute tapes. 180 minutes.
Right, only he didn't have any 90-minute tapes to sell you. You're a bad person, Mr. Blank Audio Cassette Salesman.
I'm semi-ashamed. Here's your money back, and keep the tapes.
I'll have the Better Business Bureau deal with you.
And if that don't help, we'll get the Best Business Bureau. Thanks for your help, Dirk.
Anytime, wrong way. Remember to look back both ways when crossing the street. And also, wrong way, you have to be careful when you're buying products from people. Really, you've got only yourself to blame.
Ah, stop preaching, Niblick.
It does make a fellow feel good to use some common sense and some mathematical prowess. A ringing from a phone booth. I'd better answer it. It could be Superman. Hello?
Hello,
I see. What's that? Oh, the problem. Right. Yes, you said your baseball team won a game 7-0 without a single player touching home plate. All right, Mother. How did they do it? Oh, all the players who scored the runs were married, not single. Oh, that's very funny, Mommy. You little minx. Bye-bye, Mommy dearest.
Satisfied that he had done a pretty zippy job, Dirk decided to take the rest of the day off and hide.
What's on Noggin? Well, right now you're watching the Phred on Your Head show.
And I'm Phred with a PH.
And coming up next, it's Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Science!
After that, stick around for Wild Side. So now you know what's going on Noggin.
He needs your noggin.
Yeah, come on. Yeah. And then I'm logging on what? Noggin.com. What's hot in the dot? Noggin.com. What's up? Radio Noggin to make your own song. Listen here is where you get the samples to make your own tune and you put it out there. Yeah. And you can go to Noggin Mason Station so you can create your own animation. Whatever sparks you, put it in the art to make your own patch of what you built. Then you put it in the Nogginmation quilt. Phred with a PH lives in the dot. He needs your animations and songs to make it show hot. URL with Phred. At Noggin.com, there's something for each. Something for each. Something for each. Yo, what's hot in the dot?
Yo, Noggin.com.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah, what's hot in the dot?
Log on.
Nogginoid.
Straight from the noggin of Max.
Garbage sparks me. In North America, approximately 70 million newspapers are thrown into the garbage each day and not recycled.
Recycle.
That's like throwing away 80,000 trees.
For more information, go to Noggin.com.
Now back to the Phred on Your Head show.
Capiche?
On Noggin.
Noggin du jour. Hey, Phred.
Yeah, Anthony?
What doesn't exist but has a name?
Big Voice.
Fred, I exist.
Don't remind me.
Fred!
Just kidding. Big Voice, I love you.
And I love you too, Fred.
Okay, Anthony, I honestly have no idea what doesn't exist but has a name.
Nothing.
Hey, Anthony, you don't have to end the joke just because me and Big Voice got into a little tiff, you know?
No, Fred. The answer is nothing.
Huh?
Nothing doesn't exist but has a name.
Oh, I never saw it that way before. Thanks, Anthony.
No biggie, Fred. Now check this out.
Check this out.
For the elephant, this is the end of the line for food. Plop. But for the East African dung beetle, this is just the beginning. This cool African insect is busy recycling animal waste back into the environment. Once an animal has left its you-know-what behind, the beetle attacks the pile. Using its shovel-like head, it bulldozes a ball of dung off the pile, which it rolls away with its rear legs and buries it. Undigested food in the ball becomes lunch, as well as a nest for the female to lay her eggs. Gross? Not really. The dung beetle is like the garbage collector of the wild, cleaning up the mess and fertilizing the soil.
Here's your host.
Hi, I'm Anthony, today's host, and I don't like toast. Capiche? Good. Now check this out.
Noggin.
Hungry? Want some food? Here's some brain food.
Noggin presents
the very first can opener, invented in 1858, 50 years after the invention of the tin can. So how did people open canned foods during all that time? With bayonets, pocket knives, or even guns. In fact, when British explorer Sir William Parry went on his Arctic expedition, he took with him a can of veal which bore the instruction, cut round on the top with a chisel and hammer. It wasn't until 1858 that one Ezra J. Warner of Waterbury, Connecticut, invented the official can opener. And that's a first.
Brain food.
for your noggin.
Fresh out of a jar of fantastic pickles, it's Alex!
What a pickle fact.
The bumps on pickles are called warts.
And that's a fact.
Noggin du jour.
Hi, I'm Anthony, and I'm tapping my head and rubbing my belly. Could you do this? You're watching the Phred on Your Head show. Do you think this is weird?
Phred on your head.
You know it. You do it. You send it. We show it.
Let's watch it already.
Hi, I'm Milos, and I'm 7 years old. And here's what I know. I know how to play the violin. These are the different parts of my violin. The pegs, the bow, the strings, the tail, the chin rest, and the sponge. I'm proud that I can play the violin. What do you know?
Send what you know to Phred at Noggin, 1515 Broadway, the 4th floor, New York, New York, 10036.
I gotta know what you know.
Here's your host.
Hi, I'm Anthony, the Noggin du jour, and you're watching the Phred on Your Head show.
We interrupt this program for a special live report from inside Eddie Johnson. For more, we go to Bruce Peebles, somewhere inside Eddie's brain.
I'm here in Eddie's cerebral cortex with brain supervisor Jane Osgood. We've just gotten word that Eddie has spotted Emily Fleck, a girl from school he has a crush on. Wow. Big news.
It is big news. He's been trying to talk to this girl for a year now. Come on, Eddie. Eye of the tiger. You can do it, babe.
What's his problem?
He's just a little shy, okay? Hypothalamus, talk to me. What's up with the heart, lungs, and glands?
Fully stoked Jane, pedal to the metal. If the kid doesn't do something quick, he's gonna blow like a 4th of July.
Hold them together for me, Bobby. I'm counting on you.
Jane, what's the situation here?
Well, Eddie's body is in the middle of something called the fight or flee response.
Fight or flee?
Flee response. When you're in a crisis situation of any kind, the hypothalamus here, it gets your body ready for action. It tells your heart and your lungs to work faster to get more blood and oxygen into your muscles. It also gets your glands pumping adrenaline so you have more energy to
Fight your fear and talk to a girl, or flee like a big, scared, jug-eared wuss boy.
To flee or not to flee, that is the question.
Hey, will somebody tell me what's going on up there? We're looking at 90 beats per minute, up from 70 a second ago. What's going on? Eddie see a werewolf or something?
Worse, Roy, it's Emily Fleck.
Oh, no. This kid isn't gonna bolt like a bunny again, is he?
Well, that's what we're here to find out.
Emily intercept commencing in approximately 30 seconds. Stand by.
Standing by.
Trouble just got worked in the cerebrum. Eddie wants to play back some memories. I think he wants to remember what happened with Emily last time.
Oh, bad idea, Eddie. Really stinko. He's just gonna make himself more nervous. As you can see, last time he opted for the flee response.
Ouch. I knew it. He's beginning to freak. Heart's up to 110. He's hyperventilating. We're going critical here.
Get me the sweat glands. Let's see the armpit. Come on, armpit. What's the status down there?
In scientific terms, he's sweating like a pig. I hope he used deodorant. Me, I'm still born and fresh.
Thanks for sharing.
Emily intercept in 10 seconds.
What's it gonna be, Eddie? Fight or flee? Come on. She's not gonna bite you.
Eddie taking care of business.
He's gonna fight.
All right, Eddie. What happens now?
Well, I guess our little lover boy's finally going to talk to her. The question is, what is he going to say? Poetry. Sheer poetry. Speech cortex pronto. Don't get too comfy.
Emily intercept in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rock on, Eddie.
Hi. Hi.
They grow up so fast.
And there you have it. With his body revved to an advanced state of readiness, Eddie's chosen to fight his shyness instead of fleeing like a big, scared, jug-eared wuss boy.
Eddie! Oh, be careful. Watch what you're doing, Eddie. Watch out. Look out. Watch where you're going. The tree. Eddie, watch out for the tree.
From inside Eddie Johnson's cerebral cortex, I'm Bruce.
It fills your noggin. It sparks your thoughts. It smells like a big bucket of extra crispy fried chicken.
It's Noggin's Phred on Your Head show. Now check this out.
The story you are about to see is a fib, but it's short. The names are made up, but the problems are real.
It was Wednesday, 9:43 a.m., and mid-year sales at exclusive stores throughout Manhattan had consumers reeling. Saks was having a sale. Sales was having a Saks. Pre-holiday sales were late this year, but post-holiday sales were early, so that worked out. Restaurants were so crowded along the avenue, Fifth Avenue, that folks couldn't find a spot for late supper and were forced to have breakfast at Tiffany's. My partner is George Frankley. The captain is Joe Greco. We were working the day watch out of Mathnet. My name is Monday. I'm a mathematician. We were involved in an interesting case. Mobsters were trying to ruin one of America's heroes. They were trying to unmask the Masked Avenger. We decided to look at earlier scenes to review our facts. The Masked Avenger was being blackmailed by gamblers for an accident which had occurred many, many years ago, but it was a secret the Avenger didn't want his fans to know. Killed a man?
No. He had a heart attack and collapsed after the fight. He never should have been in the ring.
We tried to tell the Avenger to level with his wrestling fans. Wrestling fans will buy anything.
It's the only honorable thing to do, and you have no other choice.
Wrong. I have one other choice.
You mean?
Yes. I could throw the fight.
While we waited for the mob or the Avenger to make the next move, George indulged my fondness for wrestling and explained how the tournament presently going on actually worked.
It's a tournament bracket, Kate. See here?
Uh-huh.
In this column are all the wrestlers in the tournament.
What are these numbers?
Those are the betting odds on each of the fighters.
Although you can't bet on most wrestling matches, this tournament was an exception because the proceeds were going to charity. George told me about odds.
The experts make the compactor 25 to 1. That means if you bet $1 and he wins...
I get $25.
Right.
And if I bet $100 and he won...
You'd win $2,500.
How about this? 5 to 8.
Those are low odds. They mean if you bet 8 units and the guy wins, you'd collect 5 units.
This was fascinating mathematics. But then Benny came in to tell us the Masked Avenger was holding a press conference.
What is it about?
I don't know. They interrupted a Mozart concerto I was listening to on the cab radio. And they said the Masked Avenger had an important announcement.
We hightailed it to the press conference just in time to hear the Masked Avenger say,
I want to make wrestling a kinder and gentler sport. And I will stand and fight these criminal elements.
We congratulated the Avenger on his decision and walked him to his car when suddenly...
Whoever owns that heat's really gonna be mad.
You're right. I am. That was your car?
And I was almost in it!
Any surprises in last night's matches, George?
Oh, hi, Kate. Good morning. I was just bringing the old chart up to date. If you're hungry, there's a Danish on my desk.
Danish what?
A Danish what? What do you mean a Danish what?
Well, the other day I said I had Chinese for dinner, and you said, Chinese what?
Yeah, so? That was Chinese. This is Danish. I don't see what the one has to do with the other.
You're right.
And yes, as a matter of fact, there was a surprise. Bruce the cake decorator beat Macho Murray. Kaboom won again.
Kaboom is a favorite.
So is the flaming narcissist. He beat Call Off the Dog in 2 out of 3.
Chainsaw Charlie got beat?
That was an upset. He was beaten by Dr. Snooze.
Dr. Snooze. I don't know much about him.
He was the guy who had the bye in the first round.
Right, and he fights the flaming narcissist next. George, what's this?
I don't know. I can't see it from here.
Elf Mob Handy wants Eagle to Yap meat. Salt with banana me icing or navel else. Ramp I dabbled said hairdo no waffles? It was another code. Only instead of a tree giving us an indicator, there was a shoe. Tree 3, shoe 2. We tried every second word. The coded message read, Mob wants to meet with me or else. I said no. We were sorry the Avenger had turned down the meeting. We could have bugged him with microphones and gotten important evidence against the mob. We could only hope that they would contact him again, and he would contact us, because there was no way we could contact him.
Kate, what if...
What if what?
What if you wanted to find out my phone number? What would you do?
I'd ask you. Oh, okay. I'd look it up in the phone book.
Exactly.
George, you don't honestly believe that a man who has shrouded himself in mystery and anonymity for all these years would...
I know it's a long shot, but what the heck? Why not begin with common sense?
You going to just start calling numbers, George?
Well, that would be one way to find them, I guess.
George, I happen to know there are more than 7 million numbers listed in the New York phone books.
That's a lot.
Do you know how many numbers are listed on each page in the phone book?
Nope.
About 600.
600?
Yes. Say you could call what? 6 numbers in a minute and just ask if you'd reached the Avenger?
Sounds about right.
600 divided by 6, 100. 100 minutes. That's an hour and 40 minutes per page, George. How many pages in that phone book?
Almost 1,700.
1,700 pages at an hour and 2/3 per page. That's 1,700 hours plus 2/3 more. 2/3 of that is about 1,133 plus the 1,700, 2,833. George, it would take you 2,833 hours to call every number in that phone book.
Uh-huh.
There are 24 hours in a day. That's 118 days. And that's just the phone book for one borough, albeit the largest, but there are 4 other boroughs in New York. So, although it would be a bit of an overestimate, it nevertheless comes to 590 days to call every number in the 5 boroughs, and that doesn't even take into account all the unlisted numbers and eating.
Ah, here it is. Avenger. The Masked.
What?
Murray Hill, 674. Rats. I got his machine. Avenge, this is George Franklin, MathNet. We have reason to believe the mob is going to contact you again. If they do, set up a meeting with them and then contact us. Happy trails.
George, you never cease to amaze me. Then again.
And I've got another idea, Kate.
Miss Monday, Mr. Franklin, they've got Terryun.
What?
Terryun, my doggie, they've dog-napped him.
Who dog-napped him?
The dog catcher.
The dog catcher took your dog? What did the dog do?
He didn't do anything.
Well, dog catchers don't usually pick up dogs who don't do anything.
He wasn't a dog catcher either, I bet.
Terry, slow down and act from the beginning. What happened?
All right. I was walking Terryun on 23rd Street near 12th Avenue.
When?
It was just a few minutes ago.
And?
And I was going to my favorite bookstore, Words and Brew, when this van pulled up, and at a stoplight, a man got out.
And?
And he said that he was a city dog catcher and that Terryun's license had expired. And then he grabbed Terryun, and before I could do anything, he put him in an empty van, and he handed me a phone number, and he told me to call, and then he just drove away.
Did you call the number?
Yes, Miss Monday, I did. And I heard Terryun and a bunch of other dogs barking, too. And, well, then he gave me an order.
An order?
Yes, he ordered me to have my father take a meeting with them, or I'd never see my doggie alive again.
Some dog catcher. Probably one of the mob.
And then he told me to call again at 1 o'clock.
That's about now.
Yes, I know.
Terry, when exactly did they nab Terryun? Can you remember?
Yes, it was exactly noon. I know that because I looked at the clock in the bookstore window.
How long after did you call?
10 minutes?
Exactly?
Exactly.
Wonder how far they could have got in 10 minutes.
How far could who have gotten in 10 minutes?
Hey, Benny.
Sorry about the Dodgers, George.
Benny, this is the Masked Avenger's daughter, Terry.
Hiya, Terry. Nice to not know you.
Terry's dog was stolen at noon, Benny.
She talked to the dog nappers 10 minutes later. We're trying to figure out how far they could have got in that amount of time.
Where did the snatch occur?
Beg your pardon?
That's Benny's quaint way of asking you where you were when they swiped her yoon. Show us?
Was about here. 23rd and 12th.
Let's see. The van could have averaged about 25 miles an hour.
10 minutes is 1/6 of an hour, so they could go about 1/6 of 25, which is about 4 miles.
Okay. We'll just draw a circle with a radius of 4 miles, and they've got to be somewhere within that circle.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold up. No way. Nobody can average 25 miles an hour in Manhattan in the middle of the day. Traffic is a killer, for one thing.
Where could they have gotten?
Excuse me? From here, I can tell you where they could have not got to. Not through here.
Why not?
There was a water main break, and traffic has been closed through here and here since 10 this morning.
Oh.
And they couldn't have gone up this way because of the annual Manny Meshuggah Festival. It clobbers traffic from here to there.
Well, if all those streets were closed, traffic must have really been awful.
It was. I would say at that time of day, they couldn't have gotten any further than here to the north, here to the south, forget about the east, and about here to the west. And they didn't have time to get to Jersey through the tunnel.
Shouldn't I call the dog catcher now, Mr. Franklin?
Yes, you should. And set up a meeting.
No, my father won't meet with them.
Terry, set up the meeting.
Okay. Yes, hello. Are you the dog catcher? Yes, this is Terryun's mother. Is he all right? Well, how do I know that? Could I speak with him? Hi, Terryun. Hi, puppy. Oh, I love you. Good boy. All right. Yes, I'm satisfied. Yes, I have set a meeting. It will be tonight at 10 p.m. Where? On the docks, Ferry Place, Brooklyn. All right. Goodbye.
Well, George, now all you have to do is talk the Avenger into going to the meeting. Good luck.
Does your dad have an extra Avenger suit, Terry?
Yeah, I just picked it up at the cleaners.
You take the Avenger's costume to a regular dry cleaner's? Aren't you afraid it will be recognized?
Nah, the dry cleaner's in Soho.
Why do you need another uni, George?
Because the masked Avenger is not going to this meeting.
Who is?
George Franklin, masked netter.
The dot of Noggin.com.
Well, the show's over, Anthony, and you've been great. And not just because you have a nice big forehead. I mean, if all I wanted was headspace, I'd do the show from Mount Rushmore. Capiche?
Capiche. Thanks for having me on the show, Fred.
No, thank you. You were a real Noggin inspiration to me. And to show you I'm not just pulling your eyebrow, I'm gonna sing that new NSYNC song just for you. La 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 la.
Fred,
Huh?
how about you sing me a reprise of my very own personal theme song instead?
Okay, you hostess. You're still the boss around here. If that's the song you want, that's the song you get.
Good. Hit it.
Anthony! 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 Anthony!
This is
Anthony's
very own personal theme song.
On the Phred on your head show.
That's Phred with a PH.
Now that your noggin's turned to noggin, let's get noggin along.
On the Phred on your head show.
That show with an SH.
With
Anthony
as your host, we show your favorite shows
And hear about what you know.
and play pickles to Pluto.
And check out what's online.
Hey, that last line didn't rhyme.
But we mentioned online. Noggin.com. So we get a lot of stuff for you to put on the show.
Hello?
So let's end this song before it gets too long.
Too late. Anthony.
Is our host with the most, as you know.
We hope you've enjoyed watching the Phred on Your Head show with
Anthony.
as your host.
It's the Phred
With a PH.
on your head show.
Bye, everyone. Thanks for having me on the show.
So long.
You too, Fred. You've been a really great pal.
You've been a great pal, too.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. Bye. Noggin.
Don't forget to check out the next Phred on Your Head show.
Don't forget to check out the next Phred on your head show.